Monday motivation. Remember those high school projects for class? Well, one student turned an assignment into an actual business.
Yeah, Eva Baker is the founder of teensgotsense.com, and she's also the woman behind the upcoming Teenpreneur Conference. We're going to give everyone the details about the conference in just a second, but we want to first start talking to you about this assignment that you ended up making into a business.
Yes, so I started Teens Got Sense when I was 16, started out as a school project, and it is a blog where I talk about personal finance education for teens. So how you can shop smart, learn how to budget, save your money, go to college debt free, and how teens can start their own business. And it was just kind of this crazy thing that I thought I was going to do for 2 years in high school and then turn into my full-time job.
Well, because what teen is thinking about any of those things? That's great.
And that's why you seem to have cornered a market. But how did you learn about running a business when this was really started as a school project? Was it all through research, or do you have some personal experience?
Yeah, so I actually got to attend a professional conference called FinCon, which is just for personal finance bloggers. And that really was the first time after attending that conference for the first year was when I started thinking about my little school project as a business, getting to be involved with that community of people. They really all kind of took me under their wing and showed me the ropes, and I really began to understand, like, hey, like I have something here.
So the conference is happening. How did you make it all happen? I mean, was it all you? Did you have a lot of help?
For the Teenpreneur Conference?
Yes.
Yes, I had a ton
How did you
of help.
take the blog, the business, and go, now I want to put a conference on top of this?
Yeah, so I always kind of thought I wanted to do a conference, a way just to experience some of the very professional and very meaningful relationships I've had with people at FinCon. I wanted to have that with my peers. And so last year I decided to put on the Teenpreneur Conference. We had the first one. It was a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it is for teens who either have a business and want to come and learn about how to make that grow and make it more successful, or teens who are just generally interested in entrepreneurship that want to, maybe they want to start a business, they don't really know how, they can come and get ideas. We have very practical classes on things like, how to use social media effectively, how to brand and market yourself, learning how to network, and all of those things that you have to know in order to run a successful business.
And let's back up, because when you say like these people are coming in, they're already running a business. I'm like really impressed by that there are teenagers who are already running. Of the participants, you had some who were running a business and some who wanted to get one off the ground.
Right.
Can you give me some numbers? Like how many people, percentage-wise, would you say already own a business as a teenager?
I think it was probably about 40% that came to the conference did have a business. So it was definitely a lower number. There was more there that wanted, but what's been really interesting is since the conference, watching the teens that came who didn't have a business, I've watched them, they've started one and they're now running pretty successful things. And so that's been really cool, then watching them take the tools that they learned at the conference and putting those to use.
What does it take for a teenager to run a business? And I don't mean the marketing and the branding and all that, because that can all be learned. But to be an entrepreneur and start a business takes something inside of you,
Yes.
a confidence, a courage, or just an absolute just craziness. And Maria and I can attest to that, a little bit of both. What is it in a teenager that you see, and are there some that you look at and you go, I know they want it, they just probably don't have it in them to do it?
No, I don't look at it that way, because I think that those things can be learned as well. If you find something that you're interested in, that you're passionate about, you are going to get that spark and that drive. And I think that kind of those general things that you have to learn about being willing to be open, to talk to people, to have those basic communication skills, those are things you're gonna learn running a business, and it's gonna be a way for you to learn how to put yourself out there.
But it takes a lot of discipline, a lot of self-discipline,
yes.
and teens are not always known for self-discipline. Do you think that that's a whole different type of person who has that capability to do this, or do you think any teenager, if you've got an interest, you could figure it out?
I do. I think that if you are passionate about what you're doing, or if you're looking for a way to earn extra money, or if you love making a product, you love selling a service, I think that you can make that happen if it's what you want.
Wow. So talk to us a little bit about some of the speakers that are going to be at the conference.
Yes, so one thing that I really wanted to do differently about this conference is that I wanted it to be that peer-on-peer learning. So a lot of my speakers are teens themselves, if not younger millennials coming in. I have speakers flying in from all over the country. I actually have all over the world. I have a young man flying in from the UK, someone I actually met at FinCon, coming in. They have all run successful businesses themselves. They're all entrepreneurs and are coming to share what they know and to help kind of spur these teens along.
I want to come to this. Is there
right?
an age limit? Do you cap out?
You can totally come. Totally.
All right, so here's the website for the conference. If you'd like some more information on it, it is the teenpreneur.com. That's teenpreneur.com. It's on the bottom of your screen. The conference is this week, Thursday through Sunday. Now, we have two of the people who are also going to be there. We've got them to join us because they're going to talk a little bit about the businesses that they're starting, how they got interested, what they do. We're going to be joined by Gracie Brown and Garrett Teal. And thank you guys so much for being here. This is such an exciting opportunity. And Gracie, you actually helped out with this conference.
Yes, I'm actually the volunteer coordinator, and I'm basically just going behind everything, making sure that everything's going to run smoothly, and making sure that all of the people that want to help out know what they need to do, and it's super fun.
And not only that, but you also are running your own business as well?
Not yet, but I want to, and Eva's been helping me out a lot with that, and she's been talking about how I can set up a website and teaching me how to build connections with different people and just the foundation of owning a business.
All right, what's your concept?
Okay.
What's your elevator speech?
I know, right?
All right, here we go. I am a person of faith, and I really see the need out there for girls my age or just teens my age to know how to live when they are also people of faith. So I want to start a blog or a website or something that talks about practical ways to live that show your faith so that you're able to do that in a practical way, because it's very difficult.
Yes, it is. You're right. I love that.
Finding a need. You've got a great pitch. Good job. Okay, now,
Thank
Garrett,
you.
let's talk a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. And you're running a business. You are how old?
I am 14.
Okay. And tell us about the business.
My business, I make wood products for your home, and
What are some of the products that you make?
I've made a tray, pallets. I just recently made barn doors, and for the conference.
And we're looking at some of the items now. So let me ask you this. This sounds like a nice hobby. How did you turn something that obviously you have a talent for, obviously you enjoy doing, actually into a business? Did it take some courage for the first time for you to ask somebody to pay for your products?
Yes, ma'am. Some of my mom's friends wanted to make pallets for signs, but they didn't know where to get the pallets for them. So I saw that as a need and a way to make money.
Great job. So let's talk a little bit about what advice would you give them? I'm going to ask everybody here that question. If you've got somebody out there who's interested in doing what you're doing or starting a business, what's the one piece of hard-earned advice that you could give them?
Never give up, because there's sometimes I've wanted to give up because I thought it was too hard. You know, I hit myself too many times in the hand with the hammer, and I wanted to give up, but my parents pushed me to keep on going, and I've made a little bit of money off doing it.
And Eva, real quick, what's your tip?
I would just have to say that it's really, getting started is really, really hard when you have an idea, but actually taking, because I know for me, I'm such a perfectionist, like I wanted everything to be perfect before I launched my website or launched the conference, but you have to start somewhere. So just taking those first steps is key.
Okay, well, hopefully that's been good advice for you as you get
Yeah,
ready to launch yours.
absolutely.
Guys, thank you so much. It's been an honor to have you on, and the best of luck to you. Have a great conference.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the first step for you could be attending the conference. So the Teenpreneur Conference is this week, Thursday through Sunday. You can get all of the details online at the teenpreneur.com website. All right, well, he's always keeping